Let us drain our cups to these three strong bastards!
When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
When dragons flew to war, everything burned. I do not wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne.
The crown cannot stand strong if the house of the dragon remains divided.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
Have your tongue for that.
He can keep his tongue. Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Dracarys!
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Annie. And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, streaming House of the Dragon, sort of.
One last time.
Once again around the breach.
I understood that reference. Thank you.
Wait, once more through the breach by some Shakespeare shit.
Yeah.
We're going through the breach.
Teach them how to say goodbye.
We're pulling down the breaches.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're spanking that bottom. We're spanking it raw.
We are doing Steve's dream today. The Dragon Draft.
The Dragon Draft.
If you were around during our solidarity with the SAG and WGA strike coverage, we did a few drafts. And if you've been on the internet ever, you probably know the draft game. It has filtered into nerd culture. And it's possible to do pop culture draft stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We'll explain the rules to Andy. Okay. Which is ironic because Andy, amongst us, has probably played the most fantasy football drafts.
He's probably in like 5 fantasy football leagues this
I was
year.
just at a fantasy draft last night.
Yeah.
Are you doing the Discord fantasy football draft?
I am also in that one.
There you go.
Although I think they're drafting as we're recording, so I'm just on an auto draft this time.
Hey,
We'll see what happens.
Pray unto the auto draft gods.
Steve wins that way.
That's how I win that way all the time.
Yeah. Because you know what? Computers are smarter than humans.
Yes, seriously.
Many movies have proven this. What's the prize in our Streaming Things Discord fantasy draft?
Pretty sure it's a handy.
Yeah, handy Andy?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You know, somebody's going to start making good on these trophies at some point.
Yeah, because the ongoing joke for new listeners is that a handy is always the prize, but no one ever makes good on it.
I have received nary a twank.
Nary a twank.
Nary a twank.
And I am pissed.
But one day someone's going to knock on our doors and be like, the rent is due.
like a Scrooge thing?
Yeah. There's like a line of people down the street. Like, I'm here.
I am the ghost of Handy Past.
God bless us.
And I have to jerk them all off.
Are you the ghost of Handy Future?
You thought you were going to receive one? No, you get to give one. So that's what we're going to do. And, you know, this is in honor of our House of the Dragon coverage. You know, we've got 6 categories, and each of us will try to draft the best team. Now, historically, how do I phrase this? The goal will move depending on whether or not you're about to win, in my experience, Andy.
You never won?
Well, no, we did the first draft, and
the horror movie villain draft.
It was horror movie villain draft. And I had seen like House of Cinema, my friends on that podcast, do a bunch of drafts. And I know that the listeners vote on which team A, team B, team C. They don't know who drafted what. They just vote on the team, right? So you want to go with like hip answers, cool pop culture references. That's like the best one kind of thing, right? Okay, great. So I picked like a really cool team. And then Steve's lame ass team won.
And you're like, objectively, mine's the best one.
My team was pretty baller.
And then in the Discord,
he picked the Scream guy as his unbeatable
Ghostface. Everybody in the Discord said, no. Obviously, Steve's team could kick your team's ass. And I said, well, yeah, this isn't a fight, right?
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It's not a fight. And so they were like, objectively, his would win in a street fight. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So the next time we did a draft, it was fantasy characters draft. Madison and Steve allowed me to get Dumbledore and Gandalf on the same team. And I was laughing all the way to the bank. Just like, whatever, guys, this is done. Put whoever else you want on. And I had like some other crazy ones. And then Madison won. And I was like, whoa, hold up. And which of her characters are defeating Gandalf and Dumbledore? And everybody was like, hers is just cooler, dude. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What?
I will say that his, I forget which one it was, but the Gandalf or Dumbledore was not like you didn't pick them in the right spot. Like that wasn't a good position to pick one or the other.
No. That's a complete lie. Yeah. It's a complete and utter nonsensical
so
lie.
what you're saying is you owe a handy each to Steve and Madison.
It was like wisest and best leader with the two options. And in Steve's opinion, Gandalf wouldn't make a good leader or something. Like that's what he's saying. It's not objective.
There was one position that was about teaching people what to do, like wisdom, stuff like that. And it's like, well, clearly you put the schoolmaster in that, right? You would think if you're teaching other people, you put Dumbledore in that position.
Maybe.
He put Gandalf and he flipped him. He flip-flopped him.
Oh, yeah, because Gandalf, famously not wise, famously not a being that's been around for millennia.
Yeah.
Famously not a good
smoke
teacher.
A lot of weed, though.
Hey, he does. Yeah, he's the cool teacher. He's the cool art teacher.
But obviously, I'm not upset about it
It was his
anymore.
love of the halfling's leaf that brought you down, bro.
I'm not upset about it anymore.
I've almost forgot.
We're 5 minutes in.
I'm to terms with it.
I almost forgot about it. I was just trying to warn Andy that you might want to consider which of these teams of dragons could beat up Steve's team and is also cooler.
Oh, I got this.
But there might be a secret third option that'll make you lose.
I just hope that I have enough backups in case you guys pick my picks.
All I know for sure is I'm not winning, and it's okay.
Well, here's the thing, Andy. All you have to do is have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun building your team.
No, you got to fucking win. Or what's the point of life?
First, you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Thanks, Eleanor Roosevelt. Or no, that quote was America's about speed, hot, nasty speed. That's the Eleanor Roosevelt quote. I forgot about that.
You know what Nancy Reagan said?
All day.
Steve, walk us through the 6 categories because you put so much effort into making these poetic. And I don't want to read that and steal your thunder.
Yeah, I tried to rewrite them in a way that was very, fantasy, hot D-esque, So we have, how many positions here? We have 6 positions, all right, that we're trying to draft individual dragons from. Now, all of us can draft dragons from House of the Dragon, from Game of Thrones, and from any other pop culture iconography there is. Like we can pull from Aragon or Dragonheart or any of those things.
Imagine dragons.
Even some we can imagine the dragons here. But we have 6 positions, 6 categories. So we have 6 different kinds of dragons we want to complement our entire team. So the first position we have is what I'm calling the Sky Sovereign. The description is, these dragons are the masters of the skies, soaring with unparalleled grace and speed. Whether navigating through stormy clouds or racing across vast realms, their aerial prowess ensures they can take you anywhere in the blink of an eye. So you want to get swift, fast dragons for that position.
Thank you,
right?
ChatGPT.
Yeah. Shadow Stalker is the second position. Cloaked in mystery and silence, these dragons are the ultimate predators. They hunt with deadly precision, blending into the shadows as they strike fear into the hearts of their prey. Stealthy and lethal, they are unseen force you will never see coming. So like Hunter, if you're like into D&D parlance.
Or just super sneaky.
Super sneaky boys and girls. Just go, hi, I'm right here, I'm right behind you. Our third position is what's called the Arcane Sage. Wielders of ancient wisdom, these dragons are the custodians of forgotten lore and mystical secrets. Their deep knowledge of the arcane arts and the ways of the world make them invaluable guides, offering insight to overcome the most formidable challenges. So your wise leaders, your Gandalfs, your Dumbledores, if they were dragons, yeah. Kit, how much do you want to bet that Andy's going to pick a dragon from Harry Potter?
For which?
I don't know. For any of them.
Arcane Sage, is that the one we're on?
For any of them.
Is it weird I can't think of a Harry Potter dragon?
Isn't that the one that he fought in Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, Goblet of Fire has a couple dragons.
Yeah, the Hungarian horntail.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy's like, yeah, I've already got it locked and loaded. Our fourth position is what's called the Battle Worm. Fierce and formidable, these dragons are the embodiment of strength and valor. Born for combat, they are your unstoppable force on the battlefield, crushing enemies with their raw power and unmatched ferocity. So your battler, your tank,
Yes.
Right? Your tank.
Your ghost face, if you will.
Yeah, your ghost face killer.
Protect your neck.
Number 5, your loyal friend. These dragons are the truest of friends. Their loyalty and warmth as powerful as their flames. Whether sharing a laugh or standing by your side in the darkest of times, they bring light and joy to any quest. So just dragons you want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Your bros, your buds, your homies. That's what they're going to fall into here. And then last but not least, the category that is in every single draft we do, and that is most fuckable. Which of these dragons is the most fuckable?
Now, how are we judging this?
What do you mean, how are we judging it?
What do you mean by most?
Do you want to fuck that dragon?
Okay, so it's the most attractive.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Not just most attractive, but like most attractive and, you know,
Would
a
put it
fucking
down.
banshee in the sheets. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Dragon in the streets.
You're a Cyrax in the streets, a Caraxes in the sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Something like
Big
that.
red noodly boy. That's what you're doing down
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
When we first did this, Andy, was it the horror villain draft or the fantasy character draft? We got to this category and Kit was so like, I feel really bad about doing this because you guys have clearly chosen joke ones, and I went with someone
I picked a bunch of horror villains I actually really wanted to have sex with.
Mrs. Voorhees.
It was like the chick with the huge knockers from 13 Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then Madison's like, you know, Hellraiser.
Michael Myers.
Yeah. And I was like, delete. Closing all my porn
You've
tabs.
been looking up porn parodies.
So those are the categories. Do you guys have any questions about the categories at all?
Categories are pretty straightforward. So for the listeners that maybe aren't nerds, we're basically looking at best flyer,
Hunter,
sneakiest, wisest, warrior, buddy, and most fuckable is pretty. That's
most fuckable.
That's pretty obvious.
Always do that.
So Andy, the way that this works is we find some method of randomizing who goes first. Okay. Going first is obviously an asset. So then the person who goes second, then the person who goes third gets to draft twice in a row to offset the fact that they got super fucked. But then it goes back to the middle person. Yes. Yeah. And then to the first person.
I get it.
So whoever's going last of the three gets to do twice each round. Probably what you're used to, but just wanted to clarify because I've never done a real draft.
No, I get it. Plus, we got to explain it to the people.
How are we going to randomize who goes first?
We could randomize. We could also let Andy go first since he's never done it before.
I don't like that.
Okay, I do have a randomizer here.
I think that makes it more part of the fun game part.
Andy, do you want to be number 1 or 3?
I will be number 1.
So 1, 2, I'm 3.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hit the randomizer. Let's see who it comes up with. 1. So
Andy goes first.
Andy goes first.
And then who goes second?
And we'll go this way. So it'd be you, then Kit, then me, then back to Kit, then back to you.
Now,
Snake
to be
draft.
clear,
Snake draft.
we don't have to pick in the order of category.
You can pick whatever category you want.
So I could lock in.
You could do warrior or most fuckable.
Yeah. If there's a category and a person or a dragon that you want more than anything else, and you want to get that one off the board and lock it up, you can do that.
Or if you want to I need Caraxes to throw Steve off his game.
Okay.
You could do that.
I'm gonna go.
You can't pick Gandalf though.
Right.
You could, doesn't he like summon a dragon from his little wand?
Gandalf, does he summon a dragon?
Like a little fake, maybe it's his Patronus.
Talking about Dumbledore?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen him do a dragon.
Also, hold on. We should have said this at the top of the show.
Okay.
How are we deciding what a dragon is?
I mean, we can be pretty loosey-goosey with it.
Unless it's That's what we need to figure out.
Unless it's you. And then
what are you arguing is a dragon?
Here's what I want to avoid.
Okay.
Because there's some things that are dragon-ish that are not dragons.
Like what? Are you getting into it's actually a wyvern?
No.
Okay, good.
Godzilla, not a dragon. My opinion.
Okay.
But King Ghidorah from Godzilla
is a dragon.
Yes.
However, what about like Pokemon? Could you do...
They're called dragon types.
Sure. But if you say you drafted Charmander, could you then draft Charizard? Is that 2 different dragons?
I would say so, but it'd be pretty lame if you did that. If you pulled that move.
Yeah, why would you pick Charizard or Charmander? Not
Charizard for warrior, Charmander for buddy. Duh. Come on, guys.
Well,
he's got
Charmander.
You got me there.
You just got draft Charmeleon, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Charmeleon.
I would like to start with Charmeleon.
All right, most fuckable.
I want to get that off the table.
Well, here's the thing. For the sake of content, if someone comes up with if I said Charmeleon, like an idiot, and you take umbrage with that, you can tell me why. And because this whole draft is meant for us to just create a discussion about these pop culture icons.
Sure.
So yeah, I just say we just roll with it and we argue it, and as a consensus, we can let things go, we can let things slide, or we can say no, you can't pick Charmeleon. Sorry, nerd.
I let nothing slide ever. Andy.
Okay.
No pressure. I'll remember this forever.
I'm going to start with my battle worm.
Okay.
My fierce and formidable. I'm going to go with Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Because he just runs real fast. He don't even really fly. He doesn't need to because he's got them headbutts. And he just goes, boom. You know, I mean, you guys seen those meme videos of the rams that are attacking people, and it's a voiceover, and they just go cram, cram every time he hits something. That's I feel that into my head anytime I play the Spyro games. They recently remastered them. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Spyro the Dragon.
I had Spyro on my list of battle worms.
Did you?
Yeah. I shouldn't be helping Andy out here, but he's small. I feel like a lot of the other dragons that you could pick in this category are going to look at him and be like, oh, look at that little small fry. But Spyro the Dragon has a body count. Of much larger dragons. Yeah.
Many millions. You know what I mean?
There are a lot of
across 3 games.
There's a lot of filled dragon graves thanks to Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He can fly. He breathes fire.
Yeah, and then they did the
things.
Skylanders games, and then there was the Dark Spyro, and it was like, whoa, what's cool about him? It was just a color swap, but it was still pretty neat.
Oh, like the shadow of the Sonic world.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Spyro.
But do you guys remember Skylanders, where it's the little toys, and if you bought the toy and put it on the base, then you could play as that character in the game.
I was poor.
It's pretty cool.
Now, if you get Spyro, does that mean
it came out as we were adults. I shouldn't have been playing it, but
I was still poor.
I was 35, and
yeah, it came out 2 years ago, bro.
I'm choosing Crash Bandicoot. Interesting choice, Andy. I did not see that coming.
So if you get Spyro, does that mean you automatically also get Sparks?
I think so. Do
you know Sparks?
No, I played a couple Spyro games, but
it's this little Firefly buddy that kind of rolls with you.
Yeah, it's necessary. It's like if this was fantasy and I said that I want Link, then I obviously get Navi too.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
hey. Look what I can do.
Interesting. So Andy chose Warrior first.
Wow. Striking first blood with Spyro the Dragon. That's a good choice.
I think I am also going to fill my Warrior slot on the team.
Okay.
And I am going to choose Balerion the Black Dread.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That was my number one.
For obvious reasons, a staunch battler, veteran of many wars, huge, with fire so hot he can melt stone, and tiny cartoon characters.
He can't melt Spyro. No.
Indubitably could. I need Balerion needs no introduction, I would think. Famed Mount of Aegon the Conqueror, birthed in Valyria of old, before the Doom. All right, that's it.
But he's also dead. So he's got a corpse of a dragon over here.
I want to posit that none of these are real.
No. Shit.
That's my retort.
Spyro the Dragon's still real to me, damn it.
I had the thing.
I had the Skylander toy.
I've seen it.
But what are you worried about Balerion the Black Dread being as old as he is?
No, this is Balerion in his prime.
He's still pretty old.
Yeah, like
Balerion prime.
Like wizened.
Like imagine
battle hardened.
What we know as Vagar now, but like
farty old bitch.
Older.
But he's Balerion in his prime. It's when he lived in Valyria that I'm choosing.
Oh, OG Valyria. So pre-Aegon Balerion.
Yeah, right before. The lives of men are of nothing to dragons.
When he was written by Kevin.
Yes. Lannister?
Come on,
guys.
Kevin the Great.
Come on, Balerion. We gotta go to make a Walmart run.
We're going to Aldi's.
I need ciggies.
Don't forget a quarter for the cart. I need ciggies. He was your number one choice. You already admitted it.
I know. I'm just trying to knock it
Now
down.
that you picked
You
it.
made no attempt. At Spyro, you were like, honestly, great choice.
Spyro was my number 3. Yeah, because I have 4 picks for every.
Oh shit!
I have 4 picks for every category in case you guys took them.
I thought you were saying you had 4 like extra total.
Oh,
because that's what I got.
No. Each position I have 4 possible choices.
I have so many for fuckable and buddy.
Yeah,
and then like some hot seat choices for the rest. But Steve, you get 2 choices now.
2 choices.
Andy and I have both filled our warrior position. What you gonna do?
Okay, so I gotta out of the gate. If this doesn't happen for me, I'm gonna cry. So I'm gonna fill my position of loyal friend, my good buddy, and of course I'm gonna get Caraxes as my loyal friend because what a G Caraxes is. I mean, he took Daemon Targaryen to Harrenhal and he was having spooky Mormon hell dreams for like months. And my boy was just like, I don't know, man, he's going through something. I'm just here to support him. I'm going to hang out in the haunted woods. There's a weird goat man running around here. I don't know what's happening.
I would argue
my bro needs me.
I would argue he's a bad friend. He didn't talk Daemon out of any of his murder or treason. He's not helping him at Harrenhal at all. You know, if he was a real friend, he would fly him out of there. He would encourage him to sober up and talk to that Alice chick. I don't think you're good for my friend. I don't think you're a good, solid girlfriend. I don't think you're ride or die. And I think you should stop giving him whatever you're letting him drink.
I hear what you're saying.
He would burn that werewood bed and get his buddy out of there.
Hey, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like some friends you lead the horse to water. Other friends, you have to let the horse find the water itself or they get mad and they lash out. I mean, look at what Rhaenyra was doing with like, hey man, I need your help. Let's do this. And he was like, no. And he ran off and Caraxes like, hey, he's got to figure it out his own way. I'm just here when he stumbles. I'll be here to pick him up. When he gets drunk at the bar, I'll be here to drive him home. But he's got to figure it out himself.
I think that a true great friend will they encourage somebody to be their best, but they support them at their worst. You know, the true friend, like the shit that you and I can talk to each other about on the phone that we would never talk about on the podcast or to other people. You know what I mean? It's
I don't
like
think you
know
remember
what?
the podcast.
You just encourage. But also, fuck you, Steve.
Caraxes is my boy. And I had to have my big red newly boy as my best friend because I know it's as a parasocial relationship I have with a fictional creature, but
I would love to know what his nightmares were at Harrenhal. Because he was tripping balls too.
It was just like all these other dragons. It's like the same exact scenes, but with dragons like, burr, 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 burr. Mom? Oh man, I want that.
He's having like visions of Balerion and stuff.
Oh, I just want to be a good little dragon. You got a weird neck. Oh.
Does.
I don't know why I made him sound like Hank Hill for a
Definitely
second there.
didn't have a lot of friends at school.
You need propane.
I did the same thing.
Balerion. Okay, so that's my loyal friend. I'm gonna take a different tactic since I'm safe on my battle worm, so I can hold off on picking that because you guys already picked yours. I'm gonna pick my arcane sage. And
the wisest
in the land. I am gonna go with Falcor. Fuck, never ending story. Yeah, because it's Falcor. Look, he's like a big flying dog, and you just want to I would love to just fall asleep on him. That's great. But B, he's so kind and he's wise and he tells people what they need to know. Now the movie does do something in the very end, which is hilarious, but also very against his character if you're basing it off the book. And that's what's the boy's name? I forget the real world boy's name in Neverending Story. Not Atreyu, but the boy reading the Neverending Story.
Probably something Gary.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
Ralph Macchio.
In the beginning of the movie.
Is this a kissing book? One of those, right? That
yeah. Kid? Well, in the beginning, he's bullied, and then at the end, Falcor comes into the real world, and they're like, "Let's fuck up those bullies!" And they scare the bullies. Book Falcor would be like, "Hey, revenge is not cool.
It's a dish best served cold.
Oh my god, if there's a Klingon dragon, fuck.
And I love Falcor winks all the time. You know, and you scratch behind his ears. He's a good boy.
I mean, just imagine you're at a crossroads in your life. Like, oh, do I do option A or option B? I don't know what's right. Just having a luck dragon just show up.
Falcor would have fit in any of these categories.
Big facts.
He would have.
I also had him as my number one for
most fuckable.
Arcane Sage.
They're so fluffy.
I have them all under most fuckable, and I can make a case.
Sure. You're excited to hear that.
I can make a case.
Good boy with a good tongue. You use some peanut butter, and, you know.
Oh no.
No. That's
never ending story.
Yeah, I wish that story would end. Okay. So we got both warriors. Steve did the buddy and the wisest, right?
Yeah.
That took my flyer. My flyer was Falcor. I know it was a hot take. I know.
He would have been good.
Yeah, I agree.
Just imagine riding him. You put your fist in the air. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to fill. Ooh, which one am I going to do? I don't think you guys are going to take my choices, honestly. So now it's just about strategy, building the team. I got some little off the beaten path moves here, you know?
Yeah, same. Were you going to pick Spyro the Dragon?
I had not considered Spyro and his little bitch ass.
Oh, he's the best.
To be honest.
He's such a good little purple boy.
This is the most low hanging fruit, I think. Either that or it's like the one that kills me. For wisest, I'm going to pick. He's a naughty dragon.
Oh, okay.
He's not a good person. But he's very smart.
Is it Smaug?
It is Smaug.
Smaug.
I'm choosing Smaug. He's very wise.
He is wise.
He's got the voice of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh my God.
Which is just wise just to hear.
So he should be most fuckable. And he kind of lands in both.
You can fuck him on a pile of money. Who doesn't want to do that?
Have you ever seen Benedict Cumberbatch like doing the mocap? Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's sexy.
He gets so into it.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Fucking on a bed of money. It's like the scene from Wolf of Wall Street, but it's with the Benedict Cumberbatch.
You put Smaug or Benedict with a bunch of dots on his face.
He's crawling around.
You're about to have more on his face. So I'm choosing Smaug for my wisest.
Now, are you worried about Smaug betraying you?
He might, but after your teams are dead, you know?
So
like
he's
going to get the
it.
job done. But then am I going to live a long and happy life with my wizened Smaug? I'm not going to touch his gold or anything. I don't feel like he can have the Smoky Mountain or whatever. Was it the Lonely Mountain?
Yeah. It's his fuck pad.
Plus he's lonely.
He is lonely.
He needs a friend like me.
Does he? He seems pretty content with his.
It's the Lonely Mountain.
Chris.
He seems to love.
It's not the Contented Mountain.
He seems to love Scrooge McDuck in that pile of money, though.
He does, and I'm not going to touch his money. I get that.
You got
I'm not. I can go make my own way. He might leave it to me when he dies.
Get your grubby little paws off my money.
I'm just waiting for that to happen in my life. Dude.
I'll tell him.
I'm struggling along my whole life. Somebody's like, you know what? You made a real impact on me 30 years ago. Here's $1 million. I'm dying. Thank God.
Thanks, Smaug.
Thanks, Smaug.
Thanks for telling me I was missing a scale on my belly. The guy tried. He was going to shoot it.
Wait, before you go out there, sir, you might need to cover that up.
Cover your tummy.
Thank you.
Right on your groin. Don't ask me why I saw it. Are you cock watching? No, Smaug.
Do you have the invisibility thing that Bilbo has this whole time?
Just poking
It's like
it.
Achilles. You tell him to wear some high top boots.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, bro.
Steel toe. All right. I've got Smaug and Balerion the Black Dread.
Smaug.
Steve has Caraxes and Falcor. And Andy over there with Spyro going strong.
Going strong.
I feel like Smaug would love having the title of Arcane Sage as well.
Oh,
which is like added to the pile of great titles I have.
Enjoy it.
That was pretty good Smaug.
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 I am Smaug.
Okay.
It's German.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Shadow Stalker. I'm going to take Toothless. Because do you guys remember the opening of
He's a Night
How to
Fury.
Train Your Dragon? Yeah, he's a Night Fury. He's
Come
like,
on, man.
"Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo." And like, it's only once he like, you know, warms up to fucking Jay Baruchel that like you get a get a good look at him. But yeah, I mean, he's the definition of a shadow stalker. I think I just win this category, and I will brook no argument on that.
I was going to pick him for Sky Sovereign.
That's probably a good choice too. But my next pick is going to be my Sky Sovereign, and I'm going to take Haku from Spirited Away.
Ah, damn it. I had him flip-flopped.
He doesn't even need wings. That's how much of a Sky Sovereign he is. He's just like a big dragon worm that can noodle his way through the sky. He's, he's the apprentice of that weird witch lady that has like turns into a bat wing thing.
Baba Ganoush or whatever
Baba
her name is.
Yeah, totally. But
no, that is not her name.
Baba Yaga.
But he's looking out for Sen all along, and like he has magic. He can turn into a man at any time. So it's like not only is he like the best noodly flyer, but he can also just turn into a handsome little boy and run around.
Are you going to
do
take
magic.
this, Steve? He just called him the best noodly flyer.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? When
Fucking come at me.
The big red noodly boy is right here. I can stand you taking Toothless as a shadow stalker. I can even stand you taking Haku as the Sky Sovereign. But to say he is a better noodly boy than the noodliest of big red noodly boys, I will not have it, sir.
Yeah, see, the difference though is that your dude needs wings.
You picked a river dragon.
And the difference
for your best
is
flyer.
Your dude is a moody teen.
No, he's a wise ancient sage of a man that can turn into a moody teen if he needs to.
He's amnesiac. He has no memory.
No, he can fly.
And he's a river dragon.
He can fly with no wings.
He lives in a van down by the river.
He can fly with no wings. Haku, my dude.
You would have been Haku, a girl would have been a better flyer than Haku.
Yubaba, is that the old lady's name?
Yes.
Oh, Yubaba.
I like Baba Yaga though. Just imagine John Wick sitting in there like, get to work.
He said Baba Ganoush.
Yeah. He said all kinds of fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie. Was that your second choice?
That was my second. So I took Toothless and Haku.
That's right. I'm fucked on flyer now.
But you picked the river dragon as your Sky Sovereign.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie? He's not a river dragon.
We've covered it on the show, Andy. I'm begging you to watch the show.
He's flying around.
He lives in the water. Have you seen the movie? Yeah, we've covered Spirited Away on streaming things.
Well, you guys, obviously it would have been better if I was here. But the thing is,
we had Kyrie on.
He flies around like...
You're going to get outflown by everybody except Charizard. Just saying.
You know?
Now, best swimmer? Haku's got it in the bag. He literally is the water.
Yeah.
No.
You know, that's really what he is actually, right? Is the river itself.
I think he's like the spirit of the river.
Yeah, but
he's a dragon.
It's the river
that flies
because he's saved.
Without wings.
And he also gets spirited away.
That's right. That's right. Isn't that wrong? All right. This is back to me at this point. I feel like I got to.
Where are you going to go?
I'm not going to do most fuckable. I had Caraxes there as an option. I'm going to take that out for most fuckable because I've got two options. And if Steve takes one of them, I like them both. So that's safe. Same thing for Buddy. But I'm out of options for Flyer. I got to do some thinking real fast.
Got to do some work.
I'm going to steal my Hunter now.
Okay.
I didn't mean to choose two dragons from House of the Dragon, but that is the theme. I guess I'm bringing us back to why we're here.
Hot D.
This might be a weird choice at face value, but if you think about it for more than a second,
okay,
it's perfect. My sneaky hunter is Vhagar.
What a choice.
That hot, gassy bitch.
Well, here's the thing.
Only two people we've ever seen Vhagar kill. How did she kill them? By sneaking in out of nowhere. She's able to hide like Bugs Bunny behind any tiny object and snap her massive jaws around them, right?
That's true.
Rhaenys never saw Vhagar coming out of nowhere, right? Luke, oh, I'm free. I'm safe. I'm free, right?
Yep.
She's always just there.
She's so, imagine what she could have done when she was a smaller dragon.
She also has that camo, she's laid
with
in
her
the woods,
wings.
And it's like, oh my God, the mountain's moving.
Her wings riddled with more holes than the average orgy, and yet somehow keeping her massive gassy body afloat. Maybe that's how she's so
should
sneaky.
Be the Sky Sovereign,
Could be, but nope. My hunter, Vhagar.
I understand where you're coming from, Kit. She has had a good rate of sneaking up on people.
Hit rate.
She's 2 for 2.
She's 2 for 2. But I mean, like, I feel like you're being boxed in with where you can be sneaky with her. It's got to be in the wide open plains, or like hopefully there's a cliffside or a storm happening.
I mean, I don't think so.
Because she was in the wide open. She was in the wide open.
Pretty wide open.
Yeah, but there was a cliffside. She hid under the cliff. So like if you're not near a cliff or it's not rainy, that seems to put you at a disadvantage.
Like I said, I think she has like Bugs Bunny powers. Where are we trying to be sneaky at here? You know?
Kill to wear.
Just in life.
Just in life.
You got to be sneaky in life.
Just like you show up into the bank and they're like, what are you doing here? And you're like, nothing. I need to make a withdrawal. On my own account. Here's the number.
It's true.
Just be a sneak. Just be a sneak. Like when no one's looking, you're like stealing the pens from the bank.
With most dragons, the sneakiness is a theory. With Vhagar, we've seen it.
Theory with a
Dragon
capital
sneaking
T.
theories.
This is fucking science.
That's right.
Let me show you my dragon sneak theories. I got a YouTube video planned.
This episode of Streaming Things is sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
You know, Steve, there's something I need to get off my chest.
What's that, fella?
It's been weighing on me. You know that I resigned at the day job recently, right? And I've been a little scared. There's a family to worry about. There's health insurance. There's capitalism.
Sounds like a stressful time.
But we all carry around different stressors, big and small. And it feels better when you bring something to the light. We keep them bottled up. It can start to affect us negatively. And therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down. In my case, it's all of the stress, the misery, the fear. But I had to come over here and share that with you, and I felt better. You know, that's a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
Unloading all that on you and Erica and feeling better myself.
That's sounds like my Friday night.
Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. If you're not vibing, that's completely fine. So get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/streamingthings to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/streamingthings.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the month of August. Oh my gosh, how are you here already? 2024 is going by way too fast, but you know what's not going to go by way too fast? Our thanks and appreciation for all of our Patreon supporters who keep the lights on for us over here at Streaming Things. And I want to give a special shout out to our super Patreon supporters for the month of August. So thank you to Bing Boom Bang Boom, Albus Stinkpot, Kit Laser Eat Me Out Like Vhagar, Then I'll Ride You Like Allison. That is quite the name. Dylan Dunkley, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Parmesan, Sunshine, Ashley Hazen, Just Liz Calabria, the Justice Lizard herself, Mike from New Hampshire, Brett X, E Scramo, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, Lofpum, AK Ashley Ray, Adam Busby, Big Butthorn, Conrad, Jer Latanovich, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elpander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Linda Eklund, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Stanton Valentino, John Collins, Trisha Bueller, Sun Loving Mortal, Suzanne Rode, Jen Robinson, Kalisha Rees, Paula Garcia, Brenda Bren, Aaron Armstrong, Kevin Strother, Ashley Powers, Stephen V, Casey McCain, and Enza. Thank you all so much for helping us over here at Streaming Things, and let's get back to this episode.
All right, Steve, I feel like you're on the back foot here. What do you got?
You guys have...
Andy's got Spyro and Haku.
Gosh, man.
And Toothless.
And that's a big one. That hurt.
I gotta say, Andy's 1-2 punch of Sky Sovereign and Shadowstalker really did a number on me there. Not gonna lie.
I think Haku is the bed that you will lie in, but Toothless was a money choice.
Gosh,
I think the people will agree. We'll see.
The people will agree.
No one flies better than water. Go on, Steve.
He flies through the air like it's water. That's why he can do it. God.
Okay, I am gonna go. Shoot, I really am on the back foot here. I'm kind of bummed about it. My Shadowstalker, I'm gonna go. This is an off the wall choice, but I hope you guys will indulge me in it. I'm gonna pick for my Shadowstalker Ridley from Metroid.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Ridley's like one of the main villains of Metroid that isn't the actual Metroid brain.
Yeah,
but it's a dragon.
Yes.
So imagine a dragon. Imagine Dragons. Imagine a dragon.
This is the one with like Samus.
Yes, that's also a space pirate. So like it's a sneaky, conniving, technology infused, sometimes dragon that is in space and does piratey things as well. He has a job.
Samus is a woman.
I think sometimes it's a robot.
Sometimes it is a robot. Yeah, it depends on the game you're playing. I'm choosing.
Oh, the pirate is the dragon?
Yeah, the dragon.
Does it wear a hat?
It's a pirate dragon.
I don't think I've seen it where like it's got an eye patch.
Does it got like a little dragon peg leg?
It should.
It should. Sadly,
it
no.
should. It sadly does not.
Does the dragon fly on its own or does it have a ship?
It can fly on its own, but it also has a ship.
Oh, it looks like
space.
it looks like a xenomorph, kinda.
Yeah,
kinda a little bit.
It's pretty fucking cool. As a good pick.
Yeah, Ridley's pretty cool. Like when you,
I hate the name.
Yeah, because it's just Ridley from Aliens. Or Ripley.
Ripley.
Yeah, did they name it that because it looks like a xenomorph? I think.
Believe it or not, it's a dragon.
Interesting.
I love how. Sorry, this is neither here nor there, but you know how when you type in a character in Google, it gives you some like.
Did you mean
stats?
Oh yeah.
Some stats. Let me give you the stats that Google came up with. Ridley size, the size of Ridley.
Thanks, generative AI.
Height, Ridley height.
No, it doesn't.
Dragon, Ridley dragon.
You're fucking lying.
First appearance, Ridley's first appearance.
Dude, AI is so fucking useless.
What's the size of that dragon? Dragon size.
It made me angry.
So we're
cooked.
Oh no,
we're cooked. We're dead. We're dead in the water. Have you guys picked? You guys have both picked your Sky Sovereigns, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't.
I think I'm the only one.
I have not.
Wait, was that your Sky Sovereign? No, that was your.
That was my Shadow Stalker. So I have picked my Shadow Stalker. I'm trying to figure out which one.
Is that?
Should I go with most fuckable or Sky Sovereign next? Okay, I'm gonna lock down my most fuckable.
Okay,
here it is.
I'm gonna lock it down. I'm gonna throw at you guys maybe the dragon that exudes sex more than any other dragon.
The one tattooed on Chris's arm.
Yes,
most fuckable.
It's Chris's handy arm. No, I'm gonna pick the sexiest dragon in pop culture, and that is the dragon from Shrek.
Oh.
Because out of all these dragons, we have empirical evidence that
Elizabeth.
dragon from Shrek fucks.
That dragon's name is Elizabeth.
Genuinely
You're
most
for not knowing that.
most fuckable.
Oh well.
When I looked her up, it also just said the dragon.
It just says dragon.
I support Steve. I didn't know about Elizabeth.
Is this like Shrek 5 bullshit? Sorry.
Oh, she made an appearance in Puss in Boots 3, Steve.
Oh,
Wait. Have you neither of you seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Puss in Boots 2?
I want to,
It's
but I haven't.
fucking incredible.
I've never seen any of
It's like
them.
Into the Spider-Verse good.
Yeah, I've heard
good?
it's amazing. Yeah.
Somebody was just somebody was talking about that at the fantasy football draft last night, and they were like, "Dude, the art." I watched the newest Puss in Boots with my kid.
They were talking about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish last night at your fantasy football draft?
Swear to God. And they were saying,
What a cultured group.
Everybody brought their fucking kids. It was a nightmare. It doesn't. I'm just kidding. No, it was fine.
He's being serious, but then he realized I had kids.
But they said that they had the art style was reminiscent of like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it's
And I
very
was like, that sounds
not mixed
fucking
media,
incredible.
but it's close. It gets there. It's got a great villain, great movie. Now, the fuckable dragon is not in that movie. I took that to mean you guys had not seen it. Steve, great choice. That was my number one pick as well. I'm not supposed to do this. I want to fuck that dragon. I support you.
I want to fuck that dragon too.
Because think about it.
Did you see those eyes?
Here's what my argument would have been. Now, obviously,
Those
that
eyes.
dragon has lipstick too, by the way.
Yeah.
However, the way you know is because Donkey was not having it, right? He was terrified. He was scared. At some point, that dragon put it down.
Yeah.
And he was like, honestly, I love her.
Let me put a ring on that.
We're gonna exactly.
I was unfamiliar with your game.
Exactly.
You have awoken something inside me, man.
Yeah. That dragon put it down.
Down.
So I want to experience that. I get it.
To experience that.
What if I showed up the next podcast? This is Elizabeth.
And it's just like a 4-story tall dragon outside.
Yeah, guys, rumors are true.
The carpet.
Finally, something that can handle all of this.
That was too much man for a woman. So I found a dragon.
Oh, good choice, Steve. Good choice.
Had to lock it down.
I don't know how I'm going to recover on my flying category. I mean, I just have nothing. I got nothing. I had Falcor and Toothless for my flyers. I got to think of a good flyer. I got to think of a nimble wingman quickly. But speaking of nimble, my second choice, the Shrek Dragon's a great choice, but I'm going to do most fuckable because I only got one here. I only got one Hail Mary here. And, but I think it's pretty obvious. And it's a little bit of a cheat, but that's just how games are played, baby. Smaug hit me to this tip because he's wise. He said, hey, if you were going to fuck a dragon, why don't you fuck a dragon that can turn into one of the most beautiful women we've ever seen? How about that? Oh. How about you cheat in that way? And I said, Smaug, you're a genius. He's like, that's why you put me in this category, Chris. Maleficent.
Maleficent.
That's how Smaug would have said it. Maleficent.
That's how Sharto Copley says it. Maleficent.
You know, it's Angelina Jolie, but a dragon.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, so Maleficent in her dragon form.
Yeah. You don't know what we do behind closed doors. Either way.
Can we make the caveat we have to film this?
Pardon?
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 All right, Maleficent.
Okay, so, but does she has to stay in her dragon form then?
You don't know what we do. How about, can she keep the tail for beehole stuff?
Listen,
yours or hers?
Mine, obviously.
Clearly yours. I don't know. I don't know. Does this count, Andy? Do you think this counts?
Of course this counts. I mean, yeah, she turns into a dragon. It's fair.
You're right.
It's a good pick.
You're right.
I didn't consider the Angelina Jolie aspect.
You're done.
Yeah. So I had only considered the cartoon.
Also hot.
Wait, hang on. Does the Angelina Jolie version turn into a dragon at any point?
I don't know.
Because that's
Wait, important. You don't even know?
I'll be honest. I've only seen the original.
Okay,
but I know that Maleficent does turn into a dragon.
She does.
So in the cartoon,
and she's also a pretty lady.
Yeah,
who looks very similar to Angelina. Like Angela, that was great casting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just want to see if she does turn into a dragon.
Would you Google does Angelina Jolie turn into a dragon?
The original.
You just get the picture of her dragon tattoo.
Maleficent generative AI.
Maleficent does not turn into a dragon in the 2014 live action film Maleficent.
What about the sequel? Maleficent.
But she does transform whoever this is, Diaval, into a dragon to help her. So are you fucking Diaval?
I just said Maleficent.
Got a strange to bring back in, you know? Steve, what are her stats?
Hold on. Now I got to look up the Maleficent from
How tall is
Sleeping
Maleficent?
Beauty?
Yeah. Maleficent is Maleficent sized. And also, right?
Hold on. I'm typing in Maleficent dragon. Let's see what it comes out. Maleficent dragon. Oh, it doesn't come up with those same stats as the other one. Okay. Yeah. Fictional character who appears in, well, we know that. Yeah, this is the dragon.
Either way, it's a beautiful dragon.
Is that the dragon?
Yeah, that's a pretty dragon.
Yes.
That's a pretty dragon.
Look at that dragon.
Look at that green
Purple
fire.
and green.
Look at that green fire. What's
good girl?
But I know you were coming at it from an Angelina Jolie standpoint. What does Maleficent look like in the cartoon? I forget.
Wow, buddy, what are you doing right now?
She's got like the tall
yeah,
thingy on her head.
She's beautiful.
I just needed to look. I couldn't remember. I was curious.
It's a goth chick.
Look at that.
Yeah,
that's my type.
I mean, honestly, better than Angelina.
I like dark hair.
Yeah.
I like the little horns.
I like the little. I like the little judgy. I like the little judgy crow that's on her shoulder.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, he's like, stop.
Just like, he wants beehole stuff. I can see it on him.
Mind your business.
I can see it on him.
Dragon? How do you know? Okay, so that leaves me with two categories to fill. Buddy, my best friend dragon, and Flyer. But I've got Balerion, Maleficent, Smaug, and Vagar. Andy.
Yes.
Take us home, buddy. You're going to fill your roster right now.
Is this the end for me?
That's the end for you.
Fuck, dude.
This is the end. No more doors. Sorry.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to start with my arcane sage, and I'm going to go with Draco from Dragonheart. I'm going to do that.
Oh, that's a great.
Purely because it's voiced by Sean Connery.
Let me tell you the things you need to do, Andy. I'm a sounding board you might need for your life. I'll answer you true. I'll direct you in the right way, my son.
Kiki,
Kiki, my tits are back.
It's just the voice, man. You know, like there's wisdom is in the beholder, you know? So like, as long as he's spitting facts in the Connery voice, then I'm going to take it as the gospel.
Is this a thing where like Americans trust British people or people with an accent more because we think people with accents are smarter? So if he's
exactly right,
you know what you should do?
There's this place called
buy stock in Boeing. Like, okay, yes, sir, Dragonheart.
AMC Theaters is going somewhere.
Or what's Draco's his name, right?
Draco, yes, Draco from Dragonheart. And also he's wise beyond, he's willing to sacrifice himself. You know, the whole concept of Dragonheart is that the dragon gives up half of his heart to the young prince to save his life, who then turns into a little shit. And then we have to undo the prince. And so, you know, he's like, Andy, you have to kill me.
You have to kill me. You have to do it.
You know, so I think it's a solid choice just purely for Sean Connery, you know, because we gotta take all things into consideration. We're considering Angelina Jolie, even though she doesn't even turn into a dragon. So now, like,
just to be clear,
I want to fuck Sean Connery.
And I want to fuck you, Andy. The feeling's mutual. I just want you to know.
You got Sean Connery on your wise list, right?
You look like you deserve a good slap in the mouth. Now, I do Dragonheart. I'm due for a rewatch. I haven't seen that movie.
I wanted that to win our dragon movie poll.
I did too.
I have not seen that movie since I was a kid.
I haven't either. Like, it's been since the 90s, but I remember liking it. I've seen screen grabs of it, and the CGI definitely doesn't age at all. It looks like shit, but I remember
like shit.
I remember like crying in it.
I think it got nominated for something else. Like awards. Was it an Oscar? I don't know. It got nominated for something for visual effects for the dragon.
And probably at the time, yeah. But if you watch it now, you're like, "Whoo, boy!" They had aspirations that were outside their reach, and God love them for going for it. They took the swing, and I respect it.
Now, you said that I'm rounding mine out, but I think I have one more. I think I have 3 still to do because that was my arcane sage, but I still haven't done loyal friend or fuckable, and I only have 2 to go. So I think we're got to come back one more time.
Yeah, so you have Sky Sovereign, which is...
You're right.
Okay.
Haku, Toothless is your Shadow Striker, your Arcane Sage is Draco, your Battle Worm is Spyro, and you haven't done the other 2, right?
Right. So right now I still need to do loyal friend and most fuckable.
So who's going to be your loyal friend?
Here's the thing. So my last 2 could go into either loyal friend or most fuckable category, which is the right way it should be, you know, because you should be able to be, they should be your
Andy
best friend.
Fox's friends.
Should be your best friend.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to start with loyal friend, and I'm going to go with HR Puffin Stuff.
It's not expecting that.
If you guys are familiar with the...
I love how there was a possibility of HR Puffin Stuff being in most fuckable. You were on that line.
So here's the thing.
Do I fuck him?
HR Puffin Stuff is just a man in a suit. Very clearly has... If we were looking at stats, it would be HR Puffin Stuff size, but HR Puffin Stuff size is just normal man that has a big head. And that's one big mouth.
Is HR Puffin Stuff a dragon?
Yes, that is a dragon.
Is it
technically
really?
a dragon? But he's a homie, you know.
He's a homie.
He's helping out Jimmy. Have you guys ever seen the classic HR Puffin Stuff TV show from the fucking 60s?
Is that a dragon?
That is a dragon.
It looks like the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
He's the mayor of the island.
No, I never saw this show. But looking at the images,
you know,
it's not my idea of a dragon. The other guy just has a hammer.
Fighting off Witchy Poo with Jimmy and
Witchy poo.
Yeah. So anyway,
hold on.
I feel like me and
God.
and plus his name is the most fun fucking thing to say in the world.
HR Puffin Stuff.
Is HR Puffin Stuff a dragon? A 7 foot tall, friendly dragon who is the mayor of Living Island.
That's right.
And titular protagonist of HR Puffin Stuff. He speaks in a West Ohio accent.
That's so specific.
And has a sister named Shirley.
You know that means HR Puffin Stuff goes, oh.
For sure. For sure. During Jimmy's stay at Living Island, Puffin Stuff made sure that Jimmy and his best friend Freddie were safe
Freddie
from
the
Witchy
flute.
Poo and always came up with ideas for their escape from the island. Whenever Jimmy and Freddie were captured by the kooky witch, Puffin Stuff came to the rescue.
Exactly. He's a homie. You know?
Just the surname like Puffin Stuff came to the rescue.
Interesting.
God, that's hilarious.
There's only 17 episodes of this show. And you watched it, Andy?
Yep. Just grew up with weird shit.
Interesting. Oh,
What I get
after
for
the
having
show
old
ended,
parents and older siblings.
Puffin Stuff made guest appearances in later Croft shows in like Lidsville, which I've never heard of. In Lidsville, he appeared with Witchy Poo in the episode Have I Got a Girl for Hoodoo? Where Hoodoo conjures Puffin Stuff as Witchy Poo's date for a witch's dance. Interesting. Well, didn't see that coming. It was very close to the name of my chosen best friend dragon, so I was scared for a second.
Yeah,
HR Geeker?
HR
Yeah, interesting. All right, Andy.
I think I know what your best friend is now.
You're done, right?
I think I'm done.
we
I have one more to do.
him, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know what my dragon is. I'm going to choose my buddy because no one's going to pick my flyer. It's got to be Puff the Magic Dragon.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
This motherfucker is loyal. He loves to sit around and get high.
Yeah, he does.
Like every good friend does.
He's got to.
I can come home after wreaking havoc on local villages with Balerion, battle planning with Smaug, and just knocking boots with Maleficent's dragon. Just taking all the way to Pound Town, you know?
Wait, so is he your Sky Sovereign?
It's your buddy.
Or your buddy?
It's my buddy.
Okay.
Why would I have Puff the Magic Dragon rule the skies?
You were trying to, you said you didn't know what you're doing with that.
I picked a ringer actually for best flyer. And yeah, so that's why I'm Puff the Magic Dragon is my buddy.
You live by the sea.
I got a couple other great buddy choice. Buddy was the easiest one. There's so many good buddy dragons. Not HR Puffin Stuff. None of those were considered.
I never even, that was not on my radar at all.
There are like 4 iconic best friend dragons. And Andy went with 1969's HR Puffin Stuff.
Yeah, there's Puffin Stuff. Yeah. There's Puff, and then like Elliot's dragon is another buddy.
Well, I didn't want to list a bunch, but I can.
Because I think we got all our buddies.
There's fucking Mushu.
Mushu.
Peach Dragon.
I was not going to pick Mushu.
Charmander.
Charmander!
Charmander.
Char.
You wouldn't want to hang out with Mushu?
No. I would not. No. Mushu's
That's fucked
annoying.
up, dude. I didn't want to pick another House of the Dragon, but Sunfire's a great friend.
Actually, Sunfire was on my short list for being a friend because he's such a pretty good boy.
Yeah.
He's like the Pip and the dog of dragons.
He's the only Snoot we've seen booped in Dragon World, I think. So, but anyway, Puff the Magic, he's got that Kron Diggity Don hanging out at the crib waiting on me.
That Kron Diggity Dong. Oh, Puffin. Man. That's a great pick. I love that.
Puff, Puff, Pass.
And he's also got a song. He's got his own song.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
I'm sure HR Puffin Stuff has a song.
What's the song, Andy?
I don't know the song. I'm sure it's a banger, though.
HR Puffin Stuff.
Give me an H.
It's got to be like 60s music or something.
HR Puffin Stuff.
All the leaves are brown.
All the... and the puff is stuffed.
And the puff is stuffed.
HR Puffin Stuff. Sorry. Okay, is it me?
It's back to you, Steve.
All right, so I'm picking my last two.
This is your last two.
Yeah, this is my last two. I've got Sky Sovereign and Battleworm to pick.
Battle Vim.
Battleworm.
Warrior's a weird last category, man.
It is. I mean, you guys picked your warrior's like so quick. And so I was like, oh, well, I don't need to pick this.
You stand no chance against Balerion and Spyro.
Yeah. It proved to be a bad take because you guys picked, I had 5 backups for this category and you picked all 4 of them. So there's only 1 left.
Oh, wow.
So it's good I had 5, I guess. Ooh, where do I go with this? I guess, I don't know. There was a late entry that I was considering. I was considering picking Fin Fang Foom from Marvel, the comic dragon, but I feel weird saying that name. So I'm just going to go with King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah.
From Godzilla. Because King Ghidorah, that's like 3 for the price of 1. Am I right? He's got 3 heads. You should
have picked him for most fuckable.
Ooh, the possibilities. He's got some sort of telepathy, right? King Ghidorah has some telepathy going on in there.
Sure.
Mainly for its 3 heads, they can communicate to one another. But also, like, I think there's other applications.
Ghidorah could take all of us down at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
King Ghidorah also is a great pick for streaming things because King Ghidorah is the basis of that meme template where it's like the 2 serious dragons and the derpy one.
Wait. Why would that be good?
Just because it's iconic.
Which one of us? You know what I mean? What are you saying?
So King Ghidorah is a great... the 3 heads of the dragon. Yeah, King Ghidorah is my battle worm. I think not many. I feel like not many dragons can actually go toe to toe with Godzilla himself, who isn't a dragon, but he is a bad motherfucker.
Oh yes,
but King Ghidorah can at least stand toe to toe with him a little bit.
I tried to scour the internet for evidence that Godzilla was a dragon
because you wanted to pick Godzilla.
Oh yeah, who's going to defeat Godzilla?
Especially
Game over.
Barbie Godzilla,
not King Kong, that's for sure.
But by all intellectual studies have yielded, if he was anything, he'd be a dinosaur. So,
yeah, there was a lot of characters like, ooh, I should pick them. Oh, dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yeah. Barney was on my most fuckable list for a second. I love you. We're a happy throuple.
Challenger style.
So now, last but not least, I'm going to pick my Sky Sovereign, and I'm going to pick a dragon that you guys...
I'm going to pick a dragon.
What? I'm picking a dragon that you guys have completely slept on. I haven't heard this character's name mentioned once.
Slept on, not with.
I haven't heard this name mentioned once. Okay. You guys are going to look at me because it's a deep pull and you guys aren't going to respect it.
HR Puff and Stuff was chosen, but go on.
I am picking Rayquaza, the Pokemon. Rayquaza is a Pokemon.
Who?
It is literally the god of the sky.
I don't know this Pokemon. This is not in the original 150.
No, I think it's in the 2nd or 3rd generation of Pokemon games. He looks like
sounds like a member of the Wu-Tang clan that I wasn't aware of.
Wu-Tang. So this is Rayquaza. He's sort of like a serpent-looking dragon.
He looks like my daughter put him together with Legos.
Well, that's just...
It looks like a Happy Meal. That looks like a Happy Meal toy.
No, Rayquaza is
God of my ass.
The god of the sky, the creator.
God of my ass.
He is the creator of the element of air. He created air.
I don't believe it.
He resides inside a thundercloud.
Prove it.
He also he protects the world by eating asteroids that fall into the ozone.
Thank you, Rayquaza, for eating all of that ass.
You can see why he's the best.
He protects the world by eating ass. Well, then call me Superman, baby.
It's a job that someone's got to do.
Call me Miles Davis.
So yeah, my Sky Sovereign is Rayquaza. The Pokemon.
I didn't know about that
sleeping
Pokemon.
on that, man.
Just sleeping on it.
That was more obscure than HR Puff and Stuff. Some nerd in the Discord is like, yes!
Mega evolve that shit.
What's the evolution? Is there like is that the highest evolution of that Pokemon?
So you know how in the original 151 Mewtwo was like the legendary thing,
or does he evolve to like Rayquaza the Dawn?
Where Rayquaza, I think So he's just like one form, but you can mega evolve him. So he evolves into like a bigger, more powerful version of himself, but only for the fight, and then he turns back to normal. But he's like he was like the cover art Pokemon that you see when you buy the game. Like if you bought this version of Pokemon, he was the Mewtwo of the game, or like the main story ends. And it's like, now you got to go catch this legendary thing. But yeah, that's Rayquaza. He's dope.
Rayquaza. Well, my final category is also the Sky Sovereign. And I was thinking a lot about it. Now, Andy, you chose Toothless for your hunter.
I did.
And I would have chosen Toothless for...
Well, I chose him for Shadow Stalker.
Sure, for Shadow Stalker.
I didn't think of it as a hunter at the time. I thought of it as a sneaky boy.
Sure.
What do they call them? Night Terrors or something?
Night Fury.
Night Fury.
Night Terrors are what you have, Steve.
Yeah. There's a Toothless. I'm having a Toothless.
now.
But I would have chosen Toothless for my Sky Sovereign. He's so fast, such a good flyer. So I'm going to choose the Light Fury as my Sky Sovereign, the dragon that Toothless wants to fuck. Probably faster than a Night Fury because it like shoots this shockwave and then flies through it as if it's breaking the sound barrier, which is very fast.
That's a gorgeous dragon.
It can also blend into the skies in the same way that the Night Fury can, but during the day. So yeah, this my invisible.
It's pretty.
Does the Light Fury have a name in the movie? I haven't seen this. How to Train
Your Dragon 3 is great. I don't recall it having a name, but Toothless isn't Toothless's name either. It's just what Jay Baruchel calls him. So,
well, that's the name that he gives him.
Yeah, but Night Fury's like, I've been around for 100 years. You don't get to name me, bitch.
Clearly, Stephanie.
My name is.
It kind of reminds me of like a dragon version of like that robot Eve from WALL-E.
Or like a Baymax on a Zempic.
Yeah. Zempic Baymax, yeah. Ooba. Or what's he say?
I've seen Big Hero 6 a lot.
That Ooba, that made me think of Luke and Leia being born.
Yeah, that's now that you say it, that's 100% what that was. The midwife droid. Yeah.
Ooba.
Ooba. Is that supposed to comfort me as I'm giving birth?
Steve, Star Wars just comes out of Steve willy-nilly. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
Ooba. All right, Andy, what's your last category?
My last category is most fuckable.
Okay.
Ooh, save the best for last.
You know?
It could have been HR Puff and stuff.
Could have been HR Puff and stuff.
But you regulated him to the friend zone.
Oh, I hate myself already, but I ran out of other options.
Who are you going to fuck, Andy?
So I'm going to go with Mushu from Mulan.
No!
Because he's basically a fleshlight as a dragon.
Oh my God.
You know? Like there's not... At this point, I'm just like hedging my bets and trying to incur as little damage as possible to myself. You know, because the truly fuckable ones.
And you're just trying to shut them up, am I right?
Or Elizabeth and Maleficent were taken. So it's between Mushu and Charizard.
Why
Charizard? You said that as if it was like, well, clearly there's only Mushu and Charizard left.
So, yeah, Mushu.
Okay. The fleshlight of dragons. Andy quote.
That's going to be the episode title.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
All right, Andy.
Andy, that killed me.
Read out your whole team now for the people listening at home. Let's recap.
My whole team is Sky Sovereign, Haku, Shadow Stalker, Toothless, Arcane Sage, Draco, Battleworm, Spyro, Loyal Friend, HR Puffenstuff, Most Fuckable, Mushu.
I love Andy's picks start off here. And then by the end, it takes a turn. Not in quality, just in difference. It's like a different vibe from the top of the list to the bottom of the list.
All right, Kit's crew is the Sky Sovereign Light Fury, the Shadow Stalker, Vagar, our smarty pants, Smaug, Battleworm, Balerion, the Black Dread, best friend, Puff the Magic Dragon, and most fuckable, Maleficent. In a world.
Maleficent.
In a world.
All right, and Steve's team, Sky Sovereign, we got Rayquaza, the Pokemon, Shadow Stalker, Ridley from Metroid, Arcane Sage, Falcor from Neverending Story, Battleworm, King Ghidorah from Godzilla, Loyal Friend, Caraxes from Hot D, and most fuckable, Elizabeth from Shrek. and we're gonna put a poll out, right? And people can choose who won.
Yes. So the poll should ideally go up before the episode ish, right? Because people they vote without knowing who chose what. A lot of people will vote after listening to the show, but
so you're saying we just put like don't even say this is Andy's team, this is Kit's team.
That is the only way I've
Steve's
ever seen the game played is team A, team B, team C, because then it's like an objective. Oh, that's the best team of dragons.
So we should put the poll up tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll see and we'll put it on. We'll let people vote. Discord, Instagram, everywhere.
Yeah. Patreon.
But ultimately,
I'm sad that they're not going to get to hear our, reasoning for these choices. They're just going to
beforehand,
purely based on who it is.
That's just the way I've seen the game played.
It's fair.
It'll be like a best crime movies thing. Usually it's movies, right? And then it's just team A, team B. Now people are like, that's definitely Frank's choices. He fucking loves, but ultimately they're just
I didn't have
picking
a
the
Harry
best group.
Potter one.
It was shocking.
People aren't going to know. My ringer was Norbert, the Norwegian Ridgeback.
Yeah.
Because he knows who his mummy is.
Oh.
For what category?
For best friend.
Oh, okay.
Were there any other dragons that you guys had on deck that didn't get picked that might be interesting?
Pete's dragon would have been a good buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't have any more flyers or most fuckables no.
I had one of my Sky Sovereigns on deck was Melee, sticks out for Melees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was known as the swiftest dragon in her time.
Sure.
I had Onaga, the Dragon King from Mortal Kombat Deception as an Arcane Sage.
I like it.
Loyal Friends, I also had Dragonite, the Pokemon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of Pokemon.
Dragonite's great.
Pokemon are friendly folk.
Dragini.
We mentioned Sunfire. And then in both Loyal Friend and Most Fuckable on deck, I had Sisu from Ryan the Last Dragon.
I like it.
Aquafina's dragon.
Yeah.
I had Liu Kang as my fighter because he turns into a dragon.
I mean, if Maleficent's game.
Yeah.
We used to play Mortal Kombat all the time, and we thought he was saying, "You're the only one with a bill of the butt." That's what he was saying. You're the only one with a bill of the butt.
Hey, how do we know that he's not?
That's true.
How do we know that he's not? Let us know what dragons you would have chosen. You can email streamingthingspod@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe at patreon.com/streamingthings to listen to episodes like this without ads. Get extra bonus episodes. Every Wednesday, we break down another episode of Game of Thrones. So if you love House of the Dragon stuff, that's the way to stay in the world of Westeros with Streaming Things. But you also get episodes like Weekend at Bernie's is this month's, and it looks like 10 Things I Hate About You. We're going to be watching that movie on Patreon only. There's 2 special movies every month, a Game of Thrones episode every week on Patreon.
And don't forget to get tickets for the Streaming Things live show happening October 5th.
See us
Get
in the
those
flesh.
tickets. I've seen the VIP packages. They look awesome. And
I've been trimming it.
Ew.
I love. And also we have a plan for what we're actually going to cover on that episode. I don't know if we're 100% ready to announce what it is, but it's going to be really fucking fun.
It might help
really
sell
hilarious.
tickets once we do, but we're still figuring it out. But it's going to be great. It's going to be one of the.
It's going to be
really
I'm
interactive.
Excited about it. You guys should be excited. It's going to be very interactive. A lot of audience participation.
And there's going to be a Q&A
lot of
portion at the end, so that'll be
Yeah, essentially, I don't know if we've said this, but essentially the goal is we're going to have 2 episodes at the live show. There's going to be an episode that plays on the main feed, which is going to be very fun. Maybe a game involved. I don't know, probably. And then a Patreon exclusive episode that will only release on Patreon where listeners can just kind of ask us. We'll have like a Q&A with people who are at the live event, and we can just talk and have fun and hang out. It'll be a great time.
Absolutely.
October 5th in Cincinnati, the Woodward Theater. Go get your tickets. There's a link in the show notes if you want to go to that link and buy your tickets now.
And you can go to the land of where H&R Puffin stuff is from.
Living Island.
West Ohio.
West Ohio. You can hear him go, oh.
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 But yeah, that's all the time we've got for right now. Nothing else to announce, man. We miss you guys. We love you guys. We got to go return some videotapes. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming House of the Dragon for the last time for a while.
Happy streaming. Sad streaming?